Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. My name's Destiny. I do book things here, and today we're going to talk about my TBR. Sip of coffee first. So my TBR this month is kind of lengthy. We are currently, it's the 7th of May, so I'm about a weekend, and I've already finished 8 books. Maybe more than that, but I've been on a Agatha Christie kick, so I've been listening to Poirot. That's his name. I listened to the Poirot books, and I've read like 3 or 4 of those by themselves. I finished one that I've been reading since like the first of this year, and so I'm really excited about that. But what I want to talk about is my TBR. So since I'm a weekend, this TBR might seem a little lengthy, but I'm gonna have plenty of time, hopefully. Life has been changing for me, and so I've been finding more pockets of reading time, which is amazing. So let's get started. Let's start with my library books I want to read and get done this month. The first one is All of Our Demise by Amanda Foody and Christine Lynn Herman. This is a sequel to All of Us Villains. And this follows a game. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. Salem must knock something over because she's the only cat not here. This follows a game where seven teenagers go in and only one walks out. It's a battle to the death for power. In the first one, we find that things are not what they seem in this game. And one of the teams is trying to dismantle it from the inside, and it just does not go as planned. And now this is the sequel. I'm excited. I know it's only a duology. They only wrote the 2, and so hopefully I can get it done. It is 468 pages, so it's a little bit of a chunky one, but I'm excited to get through it. Next is a cozy mystery, and that is The Agathas by Kathleen Galston and Liz Lawson. This, I don't know much about it. I know it's a cozy mystery. That's literally all I know. And I know it has to do with a boy who his girlfriends keep going missing. And obviously one of them goes to solve it. I have loved cozy mysteries lately. I read Death and Dumplings in April, and so I'm excited to get into this one. It's another chunky kind of one. It is one second. I'm not seeing okay. It's 395 pages. So it's not as lengthy as the other one, but I'm excited to get that through. The next one is a creepy gothic YA novel. I've seen a couple people reading it and raving about it, and that is Belladonna by Alan Grace. This one has to do with death being personified. Signa was an orphan 19-year-old who's being raised by a string of guardians, and each more interested in her wealth than her well-being, and each met an untimely end, and now she's going to live with the Hawthorns, her eccentric family living in Thorn Grove, an estate glittering and gloomy. So I know that the wife is dying, and she believes there's more going on here than meets the eye, and I'm really, really excited. I've heard it's gothic and creepy and will keep you up at night, so I'm excited. There is a second one, and I can't remember what it's called. The cover kind of looks like this too. It's another poisonous flower, so I'm really excited for those. Those are the 3 from the library. Next, I have 4 from my own shelves that I want to read, and the one I've already started. The one I've already started is Almost There, which is a twisted tale about Tiana. I'm going to put the cover here so you can see the actual cover. I am currently 66 pages through it, which is wonderful when I just read it at one point at work on my break. So this follows Tiana, and it asks the question, what if Tiana took the Shadow Man's deal. In my opinion, this one, I thought she was going to take his deal of her restaurant, and like he was going to gift her her restaurant via magic, and shit was going to explode. That's not really what happens. Tiana does stick to her morals, which I think is amazing, because that's something I had always admired about that Disney princess, is that she's very much, let me do the hard work. I don't want somebody to save me. I want to do it myself. And I was afraid that in this Twisted Tale they were going to take that from her, and they didn't. She still definitely has that hardcore, I'm going to do what I want to do. And the deal she makes with the Shadow Man actually is, which is not a spoiler, it happens in the first 60 pages. Obviously, all I've read is that. She makes a deal to save Naeem. Prince Naeem. Yeah, I know his name doesn't sound right. And her father. So the Shadow Man tells her, if you don't take this deal, he will be a frog forever. And I can bring your daddy back. He tried to say, oh, I'll bring your daddy back. He'll be living again, blah, 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 blah. And Tiana's like, no. How are you going to do that? No, not doing it. And then when she tells her that Prince Naeem will die, she's like, okay, well, he'll have to be stuck as a frog. She's like, okay, well, I'll make your deal. And so now our story's taking place a year later. So it's been a year since she made that deal, almost to the day. She made the deal on Mardi Gras last year. Now we're almost at Mardi Gras this year. She said to stay away from Naeem. She couldn't tell him what was going on. She couldn't conversate with him or anything. He and Lottie did not end up together. They're just good friends, which is making the Shadow Man really upset, because he was intending for them to get married and him to have control of the wealth, and he doesn't. And her dad is back in the picture. They're running the restaurant together. Unlike the movie, she did not end up in the old sugar plant that she wanted. They ended up somewhere else in a smaller building, but she's fine because it's a stepping stone. It's the way to go. I'm really enjoying this. I love New Orleans. I love the culture. I love the Creole culture. And so I'm wondering, I haven't researched it. I think I'm going to later on today. If the author of this Twisted Tale is from New Orleans. Because the way that she writes out how they say New Orleans, and some of the words they use are very much like that area. And it just made me smile when I saw that, because it felt authentic. So I'm currently reading that. I'm hoping to get some more reading in today. I'm currently cooking. It's been a crazy morning for me. But next thing I want to pick up is All the Stars in the Teeth by Adalyn Grace. If you can tell, she wrote Belladonna. I realized I had this on my shelves, and I was so excited about Belladonna, and I was adding it to my, I was looking up on Scribd, and they didn't really have anything about her, but they were listing books that she also had wrote. And this is one of them. I was like, wait, I have that on my shelves and I never read it, so I'm picking it up this month. What really got me to buy this book was it says princess, pirate, stowaway, mermaid, the crew makes the queen, and I'm totally down. If you know me, I read Into the Drowning Deep pretty recently, and I love creepy mermaids, so definitely gonna pick this up. It is a YA novel, so I'm excited to get into it. Next is one that I honestly know nothing about. I don't have a dust jacket, so I can't even read the synopsis to you, and that is Tarot by Marissa Currison. I'm not even going to try to do that because I'm butchering it. But so this one, all I know is the tagline, which is she is more than her cards set her out to be, I believe. So I'm excited to get into this. I know nothing, and that's kind of how I want to go. I know I got this from Thrift Books. It was one of their thrift deals, and I think I gave like 99 cents for it. And then the synopsis really interested me, and I was trying to pick up my TBR for this month, and I wanted books that I had already forgotten about that are on my shelves, and this just happened to be one. So I'm picking that up. Next, I want to pick up, King of Crows by Libba Bray. I want to finish this one. So I'm currently sitting at 32 pages through this one. If you know my history with this series, I have listened to all of them. I love listening to them. The audiobooks are amazing. They sing the little creepy song to you. It usually takes a couple hours. I usually do my yard work while I listen to these, so I absolutely love listening to them. But the problem is, my library, North Script, has this one. My library had the other 3, and I just waited my turn and read them that way. This one, it doesn't have, and the print in it's kind of small, so I have to have my glasses to read it. And so for a while there, I couldn't find them. I found them. Ollie has bent them. They look funny on my face, but now I have them so I can read this one. And I want to get it finished this month. This month is definitely a month of finishing books I started. Mentioning big books I started that happened not to be my TBR. I think it's Demons. I can't think what it is now. I know it's in my room. No, I don't even see the other 2. I thought they were up there, but they're not. And I've always been playing myself, so I don't know where they're at. But there was a true crime one I've been talking all about that I was reading. I put it down because I just couldn't stomach it right now. It's talking about, she is very detailed in her novels and very factual, and she does not hide from the facts, and I like that about it. But it's not always the best for my mental health, and it's not the best right now. The antagonist in that one, he routinely SAs his girlfriend and abuses her continuously through the book. And he also is a trafficker of humans. And so he treats them just as badly. So I just personally couldn't do it. I just couldn't. So I decided to put it down for now, and I may go back later. I do love those series. I do love that author. I highly recommend her. It's just not best for my mental health. But since I have been in a thriller and mystery kind of mood, the other thing I am picking up this month and I want to get read is The Only Survivors by Megan Miranda. This is my book of the month pick for last month. I've never read a Megan Miranda book. I've heard people talk about her and how good her books are, but I've never picked up one myself. And I would love to. I know nothing other than this is a thriller, and I want to keep it that way. I will link down the description if I remember all the synopsises. Hey, I said that right. All the synopsises for all of these. That way you can get a feel of whether you want to read it or not. But I'm hoping to get them all read this month if I finish all of these, which would be wonderful and a total shock to me and you. I would like to pick up The Last Sacrifice by Michelle Mead. Is the last one of Vampire Academies, and so I'm hoping to I would like to get to it, but I want to get these all done before I get to that one. And then the other thing I would probably add is Babel by R.F. Kuang. It's so big that I'm trying to decide how I want to do it. Right now, I have a big book laying on my nightstand. It is the second one in the Name of the Wind series, Wise Man's Fear. I started it again last night, and I'm absolutely in love with his storytelling, but it's not one that I want to carry with me. So, like a lot of people who love to read and book nerds, I carry a book with me everywhere, and carrying Babel or Wise Man's Fear with me is just like so chunky. I don't like having to carry it. So right now it's my before bed read. And that seems to be working, and I think it's time I'm going to do Babel too. I'm just going to take it slow and do it before bed read and try to read a chapter a night. We shall see. But yeah, that's everything I have to read this month. This video should go up on Monday. That's the goal, is for this video to go up on Monday. So you can expect Tuesday you will get my, Wednesday. I'm doing every other day is how I'm going to try to post. So Wednesday you're going to get my May Plan With Me. It's already filmed and ready to go. I just need to do the voiceover in the intro, so I'm going to do that for you. And then Friday you're going to get my Hellbent review because I finished it. Oh, no. You're going to get my my April wrap up on Friday. And then Sunday, you're getting the Hell Bent review. And then Tuesday, if I remember correctly, you're gonna get a Female of the Species and I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Those two. I'm gonna do a discussion video for those, which I'm really excited for. It will be spoiler free or spoiler full. So if you have not read those, if that's not something you have actually digested yet, I highly recommend not watching that video until you do, because I am going to go into spoilers for both of those. And yeah, so that's my video plan so far. There'll be a community post for those. I'm trying to do that more often because I figured out I can do that. I thought I had to have more subscribers to do it, but I don't. So that way I can hold myself accountable and you guys can hold me accountable. But yeah, there's my TBR. There's the next week's plans of videos, and I will see you on my next one. Bye, guys.